forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's remastered. You know that. Been remastered for like 10 years now, which makes me feel old. In the top right of Eclipse, it's gonna be who? It's gonna be Best. He's our teal Protoss player. Bottom left, it is Beast. Not my favorite Zerg player, but he's red today, and it's gonna be an incredible game sent to me by RJB. It's from the year 2020. So that's 4 years ago now, man. Time. It gets faster when you get older. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yo. Ugh. Alright, so we're going to go ×2 here in the early game. If you have objections to that, let me know, and I will go ahead and take it into consideration, but it's going to be a macro game. It's not going to be a cannon rush. It's not going to be a proxy hatch. So we're just going to go ahead and see which build orders they are doing, and then go from there. So hit the like button if you're excited for a big, long macro game featuring Beast and Best. A gateway opening here. Versus, it's going to be a hatch first here on Eclipse. 270, 280, 300, and it's a little bit late here from Beast. But we will see how he handles Best here. Whew. So again, Best is one of the best Protoss players. Beast is among the best Zerg players, but again, we will have to see if he can raise his esteem in my eyes through this game. Zealot on the way because it's a hatch first. Just a little bit of harassment. Third hatch on the way because it is a gateway first into an expand. Based on this gateway placement, yes. Oh man, Beast. Beast. Save it. Save your third hatchery. These are not enough lings. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are enough to take down these two zealots. And yes, indeed, they are here. Run! Run! Hiding behind the mineral lines. Zealots. That is cowardly. What would your zealot forefathers think of this behavior, right? Zealots are not afraid of anything. 4 kills and 2 kills for those zealots. Got ourselves a cannon because, hey, we necessitated building Zerglings here, so the Zerglings can come across the map. So this is a cannon to forestall them and kill them. Cybernetics core on the way. Zealot, ooh, getting surrounded there by those slowlings. Excellent job there from Beast, man. Hydra Den opening, yes, all right, Beast. +1 in my book. No Spire. Spire against Protoss, man, it is so hard to pull off, but when you do pull it off, again, by sniping the High Templar, it is good. But again, super duper hard. Citadel on the way. Lings, making sure there are not any more zealots heading across the map here. And yeah, this is Falcon Paladin and his channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, man. I am streaming 6 times a week here on YouTube. I've got VODs uploading, focused, awesome games. The best games are here, folks. They are here on the standalone VODs. I'm not doing the best games for the streams. Those are streams that are considered of a little bit of a lesser quality. Sometimes they're awesome, but just on general, they're not as good as the ones that I'm posting out here, so keep that in mind. So yeah, Hydras, they got across the map fast because they got the speed upgrade first. And now they're working on the range upgrade, and guess what? Best knows what's happening. He recognizes here. We're going to ×2 until that range upgrade is finished. And there it is. So now we got a Forge being attacked. Upgrade on the Forge is a +1. Can we save it with slows? It's going to have to be with slow zealots, man. I might just cancel this at this point. Some of the guys are attacking. Okay. Pylon dies. Gateway takes hits. Cancels it. Doesn't even try to save it at all. Best doesn't. This Hydra bust out of Beast is pretty awesome. Pretty friggin' awesome here. It's 29 to 40 workers because a lot of Lings and Hydras are... He's throwing up a forward. He's throwing up a forward hatchery. Let's go. Best. You're earning 10 points from Falcon Paladin for doing this. Dude. A proxied hatch in a high-level PvZ? Like super high-level, pro-level. These guys are going to be probably in SSL Season 2, which is coming later this month, hopefully. But yo, Who proxies a hatch at this level of StarCraft against Best? Beast certainly does. We're not going to go heavy on Corsairs because there's a million Hydras out, and every Corsair you make is fewer High Templar. And, yeah, not a good time to have a lot of Corsairs flying around when you're getting Hydroling busted if you don't have any Storm. Psystorm is not done, mind you. Psystorm is not done. He knows about this. Did he fly over? He must have flown over. He must have seen this. Okay, jumping in. Oh, I don't know about this, man. Are we waiting until Storm is finished? We're waiting until this hatch is done at the very least. He's going to build like a Sunken up here. Come on, build a Sunken up here. Build a Spore up here. Sunken, push the front door. Oh, I could not be more in love right now. RJB probably sent me this replay like 3 years ago, and I've been sitting on it in my folder because he's always sent me more replays than I can cast, which is great. It is a great problem to have, and I could not want it any other way. Yeah, look at this. He's like, wait a second. This is not okay. Quick, storm all the things. Quick, send the speed lots over. Quick. They don't have +1 attack yet. We don't have time to wait for that. This Sunken finishes. Brachog. One Sunken turning the tide in this battle, as one Sunken can do. Dude, this is amazing. Hydras against Zealots when they have a little bit of Sunken support is awesome. No! No! Save the Sunken. Save it. No, they got it. They got the Sunken with one Zealot remaining alive. More Sunkens are coming up over here. I love the Corsair. Oh, man. Just get set up on and absolutely chased away. I thought it was going to be executed. But no, they didn't have a +1 attack, so that wasn't going to happen. Dude, this is so cool. There's creep at the front door of Best. If this game ended here, I would give it an epic tag. When do you ever see this? I've never seen this. Beast. Beast, you're my hero for today. I'm going to play all my games like Beast from now on. I'm just going to throw up a proxy hatch at the front door of the Protoss, and they're going to have to deal with it. Zealot runs all the way down to the natural base. There is, like, a Hydralisk. Oh, and actually, he killed the Zealot because the Zealot was previously very injured. Man, getting a Spore would be so good. Oh, that Corsair is 29 hit points. Not happy. Getting a Spore here would be nice, but, I mean, you have Overlords, so... And he got Hydras. You can deal with anything that's going to come out of here for sure. More High Templar in production. This is great. Please. Please, Best. Don't break this. Let it live for just a couple minutes longer. I don't think you have enough to break this. You really don't. You got, what, 7 Zealots? You've got 4 High Templar. You're just going to kind of have to deal with it. There's Lurk. This is like a base. This is like a third base that's being protected by Sunkens and Lurkers and Hydras, and you're trying to break it as a Protoss, and you're bashing your head against the wall, and you're hating your life because it's so hard to do. Best is checking to see if there's not another 4th base down here, and there's not, so that's fine. But now he's going to die. Because this is enough Hydras to do it. Probably. Boy, if they had an attack upgrade. They do. Never mind. They're good. They are good at this. And maybe not actually as good at it as I'd like them to be, but reinforcements are coming. And we've got to deal with this Archon still. Archon, don't snipe the drone. The drone doesn't want to be sniped. Yes. 3 Hydras. Shields are already gone, so popped. There's the expansion. And high grounding it over here. Maybe, yeah, it looks like they're trying to maybe... Good snipe on that High Templar. Expand up this way using a shuttle because getting out your front door is a nightmare scenario currently. Oh my gosh. Dude. All right, I'm going to post this clip on social media. Click on the link in the social medias. Watch the whole game. It's worth it. I promise. Wow. I mean, do you think Best is going to get a 3rd base here today? Based on how this is going, I am not convinced. Yeah, I need to get some Lurkers up here on the high ground. That would be nice. The Zealots have a +1 Carapace or +1 armor upgrade because they're great. We're just shuttling all the dudes over here. You don't have to deal with the Sunkens if you just shuttle things over here. That's great. I'm still not sure we're getting out of the front door here. But seriously, Lurkers up. Maybe getting some Adrenalings would be good, but we're a little bit far away from getting those. We are stuck on Hydro Lurker. So this is the part of the game where Beast can screw it up, right? You can stick on Hydro Lurker for the rest of time and then lose because every Protoss player can handle someone on Hydro Lurker for the most part, especially the longer the game goes on. If you're planning on winning this thing right now, then yes, Hydro Lurker is great. Make a lot of Hydras, make a lot of Lurkers, go win. If you're not going to win right now, though, it just gets worse for you. It drags you further and further down as your tech difference, the differentiation between you and your Protoss opponent goes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he's dropping, and he's got High Templar and Zealots in there, because that's really all he can have right now. Worker count is 44 to 44. Not for long. Oh, never mind. Not for long. Oh, gosh. Okay, that shuttle just straight up died. Zealots unload. High Templar is here looking for targets. And the targets are, yes. There we go. About 5 drones died there. I mean, not the end of the world by any stretch. He's got a base here. He's got a base here he's rocking with. He's double expanding in reaction to the single expand here from Best. Best is not making Dragoons. He has got Zealots. He has got Archons. He has got High Templar today. Sure, burrow your guys. There it is. He burrows, and they immediately catch a storm. See, that's how you play it, man. You wait until the lurkers burrow, and then you storm, and Best breaks out big time there. That was great. Still, you know, can't really get out of his front door, but who needs front doors? We've got shuttles. We can get anywhere we want. Also, now that they busted out, they're going after this 5th base on the left side, and are they going to get it? Again, the response here is purely Hydra with lurkers, probably. No further upgrades for these dudes except the +2 attack is coming in. Dude, I just posted a Zealot versus Bisu game on the channel earlier this week. I just want to say, it's crazy stuff out of Zealot. Like, if you're not watching Zealot games, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Good snipe on that shuttle. But effectively, he gets a hive, and then he doesn't bother getting a defiler mound. It's the weirdest Zealot shenaniganry you'll ever see. High Templar has 2 kills. Gonna die. Archon on the battlefield. Guess what? Gonna die. Why does this creep not spread over here? Can you not? Why can you creep on this? What is this? Why is there like anti-creep ground surrounding this whole thing? But you can build a hatch right there. Like, hey, Zerg players, you can build a hatch right here, but anywhere else, you're out. Very, very strange. Drones evacing down to the base that I'm not sure that Best knows exists. Best hanging on to the 3rd base is fine, but is getting out expanded pretty heavily. 56 to 47 workers now, too. And a Queen's Nest, I say, hopefully no. Tragically, no Queen's Nest there whatsoever. Zealots on the move out to this 5th base on the left side again. We're just making Zealots. We're making High Templar. We're making Archons when the High Templar don't have any energy. We got +2 attack and +1 armor. We're going to storm the ever-loving crap out of the Hydras and the Lurkers as they try to stop us from doing this. We're going to jump on them with our Zealots. But, my gosh, Best is not able to get in here. Beast is doing this pretty well. One Zealot wanders on in. Does get a drone kill before he gets burned down by these Hydras. But, yeah, I'm just waiting for Dragoons, maybe. It is pure Zealot Archon, sir. That is all this is today. No Dragoons, no Singularity Charge, no Reaver Tech, right? It's Zealots and it's Archons and it's High Templar. And you know, if your enemy's making nothing but Hydras and Lurkers, you can kind of get away with it, right? You don't need Dragoons, really. Unless the Lurker count gets really heavy and then suddenly Zealots try to engage and they just evaporate immediately. This is not enough for that, mind you, but they didn't bring detection with them, so it's kind of the same thing. They can't attack the Lurkers. They really, really struggle. So smart move there by Beast. This base dies. What the heck killed this base? Rewind. Quick. The quickest of rewinds. Get a quick fast forward on what happened in this game so far. It's a lot of Zealots, mind you. ×2. Oh, these shuttles headed down here. Dude, how is there not a single sunken on this base? Beast. You can't just... He lets every drone evac, which is bananas. And then he comes over here, gets a nice storm off. I mean, 3 drone kills and a hatchery down. Then he unloads inside the main base and kills some more drones as they're running around. And then, wow, I mean, a lot of stuff going on here. Zealots into the natural base trying to get some work done. High Templar probably don't have enough energy for a storm, or I imagine they would have landed somewhere. But yeah, man, the drops. What do I say about drops? They're always good. I never look at someone going for drops and I'm like, why are they going drops? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But keeping the pressure here on the Zerg player while expanding to that 12 o'clock spot It's about an 11 o'clock spot, I guess, but whatever. You know how this works. Did that shuttle get picked off by these hydras? I believe it did. Any of you guys have a kill? No, so never mind. That didn't happen. Where the... Okay, well, that shuttle disappeared, and Best is taking a 4th base. He's even up the base count against Beast. He was down 2 bases. Now he's even on the bases. Any High Templar in this show? Yes, a lot of High Templar, actually. Okay, so we're not going up there. Absolutely. I'd love to see a hive. There are now Dragoons being produced with Singularity Charge, as Best decides at 19 minutes I should probably get some Dragoons. But man, if you have Psy Storm, why are you spending gas on Dragoons? I don't understand. They do really well against Lurkers, yes. But the Psy Storm and the Zealots do really well against Lurkers, too. Wow, awesome stuff. These Archons are going to be given time to actually evolve here on the battlefield and summon. Man, sniping that Obs would be so good. Imagine if you had an Overlord with you right now. Like, one Overlord with you would be so nice, shutting this down. But more stuff coming up the left side here from Beast. More Hydras. Hop, hop, hopping their way up. Their movement style always look kind of like hopping to me. They could snipe this Nexus in about 4 seconds flat. You might want to respond to this Best. There we go. Finally responds with a Storm. Why are there drones up here? I don't, are we, like, building weird proxy hatches in this position? I don't know. But look at this split. Beast. Beautiful split. Gorgeous, gorgeous split here. But guess who's got all the shuttles of Protoss? All of them. Everyone is out here right now having a great time. Dude, this drone wants to expand here. Look at him. He can't speak. He doesn't have any voice lines. Well, not that we can understand as humans, but... Wow. This Archon gonna get a bunch of kills before he explodes? Before he does explode. And yes, he did want to expand up here. He's like, no, actually, this is my base. And this is my base. Dude, Best is sort of getting outclassed here. 61 to 44 workers. 3rd base is rolling. 3 bases, yes, but 5 and 6 bases are on the way now from Beast. Queen's Nest. This is killing me, is what it is. One of the reasons I don't like Beast is because a lot of the times he just gets outclassed. Like, a lot of these games are by high-level pros, and it's a 1v1, and both players are incredibly skilled, and it doesn't feel like one side was significantly better than the other, but a lot of Beast's attack, a lot of Beast games where he loses, I'm like, kind of felt like got outclassed there, buddy. So far, beating at 20 minutes without a Queen's Nest is not ideal, I would say. As Best tries to expand down this right side to a 4th base. More shuttles. This is going to be like a freaking fastest map, isn't it? It's going to be like infinite drops all the time from Best. Because that's his game-winning condition, is just drop enough to murder the economy of the Zerg, and then he wins. Like this, for example. Yep, that was pretty good. 53 workers. It's like 10 workers died there, I want to say, just about that. Man, if only we had Plague. Plague would be good. Maybe not Dark Swarm at this point. There aren't that many Dragoons. But Plague would be super hot. Super hot. Oh, and then the Archon gets a drone kill that he was formed from the 2 High Templars. So cool. So cool. That Obs is just out of detection range on these Overlords. Split out Overlords. Cover the area. There are some observers here. I know it. Drop heading down the southern section of the map. Quite possibly. Back up to 68 workers as Beast. Back into Hydra production. I mean, come on. Did you think he was going to make something else today? Did ya? Unload it. Come on. Come on. Great storm. Another disgusting storm. Dude, Beast is not really doing that great against this at all. At least this one he runs, but I mean, in fairness, come on. You knew that one was coming because of the one at your natural base. Okay, shuttle dies. Totally worth it. Is there stuff up here? Nope, nope. Coming up a ramp with a million storms at the top of it. Tough ask here if all you have are Hydras and Lurkers, which you do. So static defense buildings being placed up here at the 11 o'clock position. 4 bases now best. He's feeling way more comfortable. Dude just fired up a ton of more drones. He's into 70 drones. He's going to be into 77 drones in a second here. He's replacing his... Oh, well. Maybe 75 with another storm drop up here at the 11 o'clock. I think that's the 5th, we'll call it. And then another... Best. You hurt me. 71. Okay, he recognizes that he's going to be losing drones today. And therefore he says, well, if I just have a lot of drones, I can lose some and it's not the end of the world. Psystorm, everyone. That's what this game is going to be called. Psystorm, the PvZ, brought to you by Best. Yeah, he's not making Reavers. He probably could be making Reavers here, and I'd feel pretty good about it. Guess what? Another drop with 2 High Templar. And they just barely... There it is. Oh. 67. Man was going for 77 drones, and he's at 67 now, which is still astounding to have that many workers. But, dude, Best is storm dropping you to death. Where are the Scourge? Where are the patrolling Scourge in these positions? Where are they? Like, if you're not going to go for a hive, at least make a spire just for the shuttles. I know I said making a spire is bad, but against Corsairs, not against shuttles. It turns out Scourge are really, really good against shuttles because shuttles don't fight back. 131 to 140 supply. Best is up not as much as he probably wants to be. And he's playing this like an FME. He's playing this like the fastest map ever, where you just kill the enemy's workers, and that's pretty much enough to win the game from there. And in fairness, that's kind of how it works in StarCraft Brood War as well, but I have not seen this level of commitment from a Protoss player against a Zerg player for drops in a very, very long time. Look at this man! 50 workers down! He was at 77, and he has probably lost, what, 50 drones today? Maybe 60 at this point. It has been consistent. It has forced a lot of larva usage and a lot of mineral usage into rebuilding these drones. It has kept the economy of Beast low. But also this man shows no interest whatsoever in getting a Queen's Nest, and there are a bunch of drones idle in his main base. Let's see if he decides to move those. He did. Good job, man. Way to go. You can probably send them... Yeah, split them out. Send them to every different base. They could all stand to have a couple more drones at them. So 64. I would say stay there, but hey, you're probably going to get storm dropped again. So maybe go up to 77. Over make. I'm really interested in the fact that Best is not going Reavers at all. You'd think he'd try to break this. He's just like, I don't need to. I do not need to break this. I'm just using my powers of shuttles and Best macro to kill you without having to take down the proxy hatch at my front door, which looks real scary, but it turns out it's not a big deal. Hydra's coming in from all 3 sides. Storm's chasing him away for the most part here. Lurker exploded. Ventral Sack's on the way. Beast says 2 can play at this game. I will not Psystorm you, but I will drop you. I mean, Plague's kind of like Psystorm. It'd be nice to have it, but Beast is at 26 minutes, not happening. Should we take a bet? Should we try to figure out exactly when Beast is going to decide that getting a hive is a good idea? Because I think we might be past the point of no return. I think at this stage, it's just not happening. He's too deep. He's too deep. Look at him just letting the shuttle get back home, too. That's incredible. Shuttle should not get home if it drops and kills 5 or 6 of your drones. Just shouldn't do it. What are these guys up to? Running from High Templar? Probably. This is one of the weirdest games. This is still here. If you saw this come up, would you think at 27 minutes it would still be there? No way. You'd think the game was over or it had been killed. One of the two. All right, shuttles. Who are we going to load up now? Oh, we're unloading some Dragoons. It's an unload play. Okay, I'm down. I support this. Best is up 30 supply. It's about where he wants to be. Against Beast tier, especially because, well, he's got High Templar and he's got all sorts of upgrades. He's got +3 now on his attack. Guess who doesn't have +3 on anything because he doesn't have a Hive? Oh, Beast. Beast is the one. Okay, I mean, killed a Dragoon, killed an Archon. Good opening so far. +2 attack Hydras that do have +2 Carapace at least. He's got the most available upgrades to his Hydras as he can possibly get. But at 28 minutes... I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't have any words anymore. 60 drones remaining. That was like 15 drones killed. We are... I don't want to be wrong about this, but I feel like we're approaching 100 dead drones today. 100. Somebody could probably keep track by watching the game and watching this go up and down over time. I keep hoping to see a Defiler show up or like an Ultralisk maybe. It wouldn't be very good, but it'd be worth a shot. But Hydra Lurker though. Is this the game? Is this the one game where a Zerg player fights and fights and scratches and claws for over 30 minutes with nothing but tier 2 and wins anyway? Against a Protoss like Best, who's got a ton of High Templar, who's got a ton of Zealots, who storm drops you into Oblivion consistently, and you win regardless without getting Hive Tech. This is the game that Zerg players look at and say, hey, you can drag this strategy deep into the 30-minute marks of a game. You don't have to win it in the first 15 minutes. You can totally do this as much as you want, and a strategy was born. And every Zerg player in the world is like, this is all we gotta do. Just gotta make these guys. It's a lot more fun than having to like micro Defilers and figure out consumes. Saw a game where Effort did that against Stork on the stream. The live stream happening here 6 times a week. Effort and Stork. Effort was like, I just need Hydras and Lurkers. And Stork was like, that is not true. Of course, he had Reavers, so... Nope. Nope. I mean, the drops, yes. All right. The drops, yes, kind of. You have anything left in those Overlords? No? Okay, never mind. This did not work. I'm a big fan of drops. You know this. But that was pretty fail. That was a giant fail. Remember Fail Blog? Remember in like Web 2.0? When there were all these independent websites running around, like I Can Has Cheeseburger, that connected with other different independent websites, and people ran them, and they were all meme-based, and they were fun, and then they all died because Facebook and Instagram and TikTok took everything over, and now the corporations run everything. Ah, good times. Good times in 2025, that's what I say. Best says, or Beast says, I'm sorry. As he's up in supply now. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If you can kill this base, you can well, he got this one too now. You have to kill both of these bases to win? Quite possible, yes. Quite possibly, yes. And again, is there enough Psystorm to stop it? Best says, I've had enough Psystorm all day, Falcon Paladin. Don't you worry your pretty little head. And he saves it. Hang on, more Hydras are poured in up this ramp, though. Maybe it's not as much as a save as I thought it was going to be. Hydras, are there enough of them to focus down this Nexus? No, there are too many Zealots. Are there too many Zealots, though? The Lurkers are doing a lot with their +3 attack. This base is going to die. That was a roller coaster of emotion for that particular setup. Some of the guys are attacking the Assimilator, so I think maybe if you focused on the Nexus, you could totally destroy it. But the question is, how much did we spend to kill this base? And is Best going to automatically retake it back? I knew this was going to be a problem when I loaded up this replay. My brain was going to get Best and Beast confused for sure, but Beast is beast moding right now. The responding army gets wiped out. Beast can take this space now if he wants to, although that's a pretty short distance to drop High Templar on your mineral line. You might want to think about that one, Beast. 73 workers to 37. Okay, so has he done it? Has he done it? Maybe Best should have made some Reavers and broken this out. Maybe moving across the map without shuttles would have been better, except once again, we're not spending money on Scourge, so the shuttles have had, I wouldn't say a free time moving across the map, but as long as they hang to the edges here, they shouldn't get killed by High Templar, right? Because these are places High Templar cannot be. Intriguingly, say High Templar Hydralisks. That's a place Hydralisks cannot be. Boy, do I need some sleep. Whew, 42 years old, needing some sleep. I think some of you guys can relate to that. My demo is about 35 to 45 dudes, maybe 2% women who watch this channel, at least those who have identified as such on YouTube, which I don't know. How many people lie about that demographic information when they give it to a company? Probably one or two. Okay, this base mining, taking this base. I mean, denying it for Best is another thing. Yeah. He is still building creeps on this proxy position. Why? I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready for when Best decides to break this. The more Sunkens I have, the easier it's gonna be for me. I'll be there. I'm ready for it. And Best is like, I'm not gonna try to break it. Why are you reinforcing this position? 187 to 149 supply. Beast is up big time, and he doesn't have any of the cost-efficient things. So these guys not coming down to the battle is a bit of an issue for our Zerg player, the Psy Storms. There's been like 1,000 Psy Storms tossed down today. Obviously not that many, but dude. Dude. So sure, you broke that, but good luck getting up this ramp with all these lurkers, hiders jumping on your butt on the other side. The split on the lurkers has been pretty good recently by Beast. Not great the entire game, but hey, it's a lot to ask for a Zerg player to focus on that when all they're making are hiders and lurkers. Best decided that he does pretty much want this base if he's going to win this game. Can't really disagree with him, but dude, so many reinforcing hydras coming in. You got to use Psy Storms on the reinforcements, which means you can't use them on these lurkers, which means you're not getting this base, which means a Beast is holding it and denying it, at least for now. Sniped. The Storms never stop until they're out of energy, and then they totally stop, and these Archons on the battlefield are going to blow up, and I think Beast is going to win this game, folks. I said it before, but this might be the proto version of somebody winning a 35, 40-minute game against Best without making any tier 3, and every Zerg player on the world was like, cool. That was so rad. I can totally do that. And then Protoss figured out that maybe Reavers are awesome. Maybe we should get some of those when we're dealing with Hydra Lurker instead of just pure Zealot, High Templar, and Archon. These guys doing an eternal dance over here. Sometimes they just can't find it. And sometimes they totally do. 150 to 112 supply, 74 to 37 probes. This is a game over. This is a game over state. Best doesn't have enough to break this. Not with those high ground hydras, not with these hydras down here, not with the lurkers there, not with these hydras here. No. At the very least, you can maybe cover the bottom of your ramp into this base. That doesn't matter because you're not winning the game if all you have is this. It's not happening. Neither player has been in any kind of a position to get a bank today because nobody's been maxed out. I'm pretty sure no one's hit 200 supply today, so you don't develop a bank in that situation unless you're bad. And these players are both good enough to avoid that. All right, here comes Best with yet another attack. He needs that other base. This is not him defending. This is him moving out. But, dude. Oh, he is taking this base. He's what the what? Long distance mining. Okay. Sure. The preemptive storm dodges here, too, are great. And +3, +2 upgrades on all of these gateway units. Look how strong they are against the 2-2. These drones are long-distance mining from this spot. And this Archon's like, ooh, Pretty long-distance mining. Yeah, Beast is having to micro his heart out. He's having to storm dodge and get away from these zealots, and he's losing a lot of stuff. But he's whittling down the Protoss army bit by bit by bit every time, and I think he's done it, folks. That's it. That's it. 66 to 130 supply. You're not coming back from this. Not when this base is mining out. Not when the Zerg player is taking this. Theoretically. Wow. He never tried to break this. There is creep in his natural, and he doesn't care. He has never cared about it. This is one last hurrah, but, yeah. Nope. Shuttle's getting sniped. Oh. I feel bad for Best on that one, but that's a GG kind of a drop, man. 60 supply. Yep, GG. Best taps out, and Beast wins this. I don't even know, man. That was one heck of a game, though. Beast beat Best. Absolutely insane PvZ. I have never seen a PvZ featuring Hydras and Lurkers. No Scourge, no Zerglings. Just all Hydralisks and Lurkers. No Spire, no Queen's Nest. Just all of your resources going into Overlords and Lurkers and Hydralisks at 2-2 attack and Carapace. And just dodging the storms as well as you can, and just keeping the Protoss player contained at his front, and doing really bad against storm drops, and still winning. Still winning. 38 minutes of nonstop crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Just a game that I have never seen before. I have seen Zerg players win with Hydro Lurker past the expiration date, maybe into 20 minutes. Maybe. 21, maybe. But anything beyond that's impossible. But Beast has pulled it off. Again, a bit of an older replay. A bit of an older replay, but it worked. Simply, it worked. I'm never going to forget this game. I cannot. I just can't believe it, almost. I'm staring at this, and I'm saying, no, this didn't really happen. This didn't really happen, did it? And then it totally did. And it makes me want to pull my hair out. So, Beast, hats off to you, man. I love this forward position with all of my heart. I do. I love that you slowed down the third base of Best a lot. I love that you killed his fourth base. That was great. I thought for sure Best would break this, but simply never did. He just used shuttles to get around where he wanted to go, and it kind of worked out for him until it didn't. So, yeah, Reavers. If you ask what you do about this, Reavers are amazing in this position. In late game PvZ, no matter what the Zerg player is doing, Reavers are going to be good. I guess unless it's some kind of a crazy Sky Zerg strategy. Anyway, almost 1,000 Zerg units died today, or were produced today, and it wasn't Zerglings. This was Hydras and Lurkers and Drones, man. That is so much stuff. Structures raised, 18 to 2. And the outspend is pretty substantive. Substantial is the word I'm going with here. And 90,000 spent to 69,000 spent. Nice, but Beast, I just way to go, Idaho. And that's a win. So overall, a truly, truly epic level of PvZ for your Saturday today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, tap that like button, hit the subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with StarCraft content. Some of it's focused like this. Some of it I'm talking to the chat. Some of it I'm getting super chats. Some of it's live stream, more casual stuff. If that's your speed, check out a live stream. If this is more your speed, this is where you want to be. I'm posting them 6 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Check it out. You can find me on Patreon. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky, all at Falcon Paladin or /Falcon Paladin. You know how this works. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching today. And you take care of yourself.